So welcome to PowerPoint. This is going to be a video that talks about what we did in class today, just in case you forgot how to do the things that we wanted to do. This is our first presentation that we're going to work on, so I'm not going to go into a lot of details. We're going to talk about how to add titles, we're going to talk about subtitles, we're going to talk about the backgrounds and animation, and that'll be the end of the first little lesson that we do. So we start out, when you open up PowerPoint, it starts out with one slide. You can add new slides if you want. Obviously you're going to have more than one slide since you're going to do your presentation for your heritage project. So when you click the down arrow, you get options of what kinds of slides you want to put in. So maybe you want to have title and content for the next slide, and maybe you want to have a couple of title and contents, but then maybe you want to say, oh, it's a new section. So we'll put a new section header on there. And then maybe you want to have some more, maybe we want a blank one, I don't know. And maybe we want to have a picture, if you can find a picture of your missionary, and have a title to it, that would be nice. And you've added a few slides. So the slides are over here, and your work area is here. The way I can change that is by going to the view, and you can say normal, or I can see all my slides like that if I need to sort them and move them around. Or I can see notes, which you're probably not going to put notes in it. So we're going to go back to normal. We want to see the slides on this side. We want to see our work area over here. It makes it easier to do that. You also have a tab here that says outline. So if you do that, you can see, and it'll tell you the writing. Once you start to click into it, it'll tell you the writing. So like right now I'm clicked on 6, and I could add a title. I don't know, here's my picture. See, it shows up. You would never use here is my picture for a title, please, for a subtitle or caption or anything. Please don't do that. But that's how you can do that. I don't know when you would need that the most, but slides is really helpful to have that open. So we're going to go up to the top again, and I'm going to click my title, and I'm going to call it my PowerPoint, my practice PowerPoint. My practice PowerPoint. And I'm going to add my name down here by Melanie Thompson. Okay, so that's good. It does what it needs to do, but it's really plain. And the beauty of PowerPoint again is that I can use all kinds of color because I'm not limited. I'm not going to print this. I'm just going to project it. So it doesn't matter if I'm using too much color, if we're running out of toner or whatever. We won't have that issue since we're just going to project it. So that's really cool. So I can do that. Now the way I can change my background is I can right click and I can format my background. And I have options here. I've got solid, gradient, picture or texture, pattern. I can hide the background graphics. A nice one is the gradient fill, and you can change to the preset colors. And so, you know, this one's kind of, oh, it's really bright and cheery. I can also change how big these lines are. So I kind of like that. Like if I didn't like, let's say I don't like the purple very much, I can kind of, or if I don't like the purple, I can move the pink to make them just barely have any purple to it if I didn't like that. Or I could move it so that I could even overtake it. See, look at that. I can place it at a different point if I wanted to. Alright, so you got that. Then I can change the direction that it flows. So it says the type is linear, and that's just in a line. Radial is kind of cool, I think. It reminds me more of a rainbow. Rectangular. That one kind of looks like an arrow pointed. And then shade from title is that one. And then path, it looks like that. But I think, the radial. That's kind of cool looking. I like that one. Now I can apply it to all, or I can keep it just keep it to that one. If I apply to all, they all look like that. I can go back and change them later if I wanted to. Alright, so I'm going to exit out of that. And now I've got my practice PowerPoint by Melanie Thompson. Now let's look at the word my practice PowerPoint. It's kind of bland. It's okay. It's a clear type, but it's not like it's going to grab anybody's attention. So I'm going to go up here to my Home tab, and I'm going to choose a different font. And I can just swing down here, and it shows the different fonts. I'm going to pick something that's fun. Do we have anything that's fun? Every once in a while I get something kind of like that one. That's not bad. That was nice and big. Broadway is always kind of cool. It's a little hard to read, though. So you want to ask yourself, is it hard to read? Can I read it without any problems? And pick something. Century Gothic is really, like, it's really straight and everything. I like this one. This is Cooper Black. That one's kind of cool. I'm going to leave it at Cooper Black, I think. Okay. So I look at it and I go, well, I kind of like that. That's nice. I think I want it bigger, though. And so you can go back and you can hit the enter button here, and that makes it where we have room to get it bigger. So I can, again, I have two ways to make it bigger. I can make the bigger A. Okay. Now the difference with PowerPoint than Publisher is the box doesn't grow with you. You have to make the box bigger after we're through with it. So I'm going to grab the box and actually just make it bigger. I practice PowerPoint. That's kind of cool. But I can say, I wonder how it would look if I had a shadow on it to make it stand out a little bit more. And that's the shadow button. I don't know if we can see. You can see a little bit. It shows up more when it's white. See the little shadow there? It kind of sets it out, almost makes it a little 3D-ish. And so I kind of like that. Now let's look at my name. You can't see my name very well. So I'm going to go and up here where the A is, this A with a color bar underneath it, I'm going to choose a color. Now I can kind of scroll over the colors and see which color I like. I have a feeling I'm going to like white the best. And I also have a feeling I need something more, a little bit more bold. So I can do my name in Cooper Black and just make it smaller. And I can add the shadow to it so you can see the shadow. Now see it makes it stand out a little bit more. So which you have to decide, which do I like? Do I like the black or the white, or do I like it mixed? So you'd make that decision. Once that decision is made, then you are good to go on to the next step. So we're just going to leave it like that for now. I probably wouldn't mix them. I would probably keep them all the same. But we're ready to do the next thing. So if I click my PowerPoint and I have this, see how it's all selected? Once I do that, I can tell I want to animate this. I go to my Animations tab, and I choose what I want to animate. So like that one's going to fade in, that one flies in, that one floats in, that one splits, that one wipes, shape, comes in like that. I kind of like that. Let's do that one. Alright, so that's going to do that one. Then I'm going to go to my name, and I'm going to click my name. So for my name, I kind of like that one. Okay, so now I've done two things. I want to tell it when to start. So I'm just kind of working my way across this bar. I have other options down here, lots of different options. Loops, that's interesting. So you have lots of options you can choose from. I also want to click this animation pane. That's going to let me click and see what I like about what's going on. This one says click on start on click. Well, I want to click after previous. It has a ½ second duration, and there's no delay on it. When I click this one, I'm going to say also start after previous, and I'm going to give it a little bit of a delay. Okay? No, maybe not. Now, did you notice on the timeline if I give it delay, how there's a gap? That means there would be a time where there would be nothing happening. That's why I decided not to leave it, because I think as soon as that comes in, I want my name to come in. But we can hit the play button and watch it work, and let's see if we like it. I like that. That's kind of cool. I like that. I like the duration. If I didn't like the duration, I could change it. I could actually make this last longer by pulling it this way. That's really long. Let's hit the play button and see if we can tell it a difference. There's that. And now, see how it's taken a long time to show up? So obviously my duration does not need to be that long. And you would go in and you could change it, pull it back out. And again, we've got timing here we can go with. And so right now, we've got it after, we've got it, the duration. You can change it from very fast to medium. If we do medium, we do okay. That should have fixed that problem. Let's see. We've got that one coming up, and then we've got this one, which is much faster now. So you just kind of play with it, decide what you like, and keep what you like, and if you don't like it, you just change it. So that's as far as we're going to go today. You would go through and do each one of those. If you don't animate, it comes up automatically on the screen first thing. If you animate it, it comes in as you tell it to. So you'll hit that play button and just check it to make sure before you go into your actual slideshow. All right, that's our first lesson. I will see you next time.